Good morning, Peter. I'm not going to say sunny Port Edward this morning when my holiday comes to an end, but I did have some time to read through the chapter. Let them try and they will buy. And it adds to some of the previous chapters where I think it really focuses more on companies and what they need to do. The second part of Stephen Bartlett's book. And I remember way back when I was still working in the motor industry, doing some work as a consultant, the salesman or the DPs always had this saying, get bums in seats. It was very important for people to get behind the steering wheel of the car. They needed to get in the car and the car would make the sale. But I think personally, it adds something different as well. What is your take on that?
No, my initial take was that this is all about perspective, and I look back on the previous couple of weeks, and it was that, and so my real focus was actually about perspective, and how we can be. Our perspective can be blinded by sales techniques and the like. But I know you went one further with it, and I'd like to hear your thoughts on the chapter.
When I looked at it, Peter, for me, it was almost that I think a combination of comfort zone and a combination of labels that came out. Comfort zone in the sense that we sometimes are labeled, and I'm going to use the example of one of my kids when he was at school was supposed to draw a leopard, and the teacher said it looked like a lizard when he completed it, and he's never really taken to drawing again, trying to do anything, and I think over the holidays I actually now saw him doing some drawings, and it's really not bad. It's almost that getting rid of the label, but then getting out of the comfort zone and start being yourself. And I think there's a lot of hidden talents that we don't know. There's a lot of things that we don't really see, that we don't get to, purely because we were labeled or we're too scared to get out of the comfort zone. And that's really what I saw today, is to say, just get yourself in a different space and see what happens.
Wonderful. I love that challenge. But as you spoke of getting rid of the label, yesterday, part of my learning challenge was looking at a book called Winning the War for the Mind. And in there was a paragraph headed, "Your warped perspective blinds you to the truth." And I think your example of your son and his drawing experience, because of what a teacher had told him, he suddenly had this perspective that he was a lousy artist, drawer, or whatever, and he wasn't prepared to go that route. So that's the double challenge that we have today. It's a case of, you've used the term, getting out of your comfort zone and trying something different. So and I just love that. I had put down for my closing question as, what is your perspective doing for you?